Hey guys, welcome to our lesson on conditional probability. For conditional probability, we're going to use the following formula here. I'm going to read that to you in a minute. Your clue that you're dealing with conditional probability is usually going to be the word given. So to determine the probability of an event given that another condition has already been met, you're going to use this formula, which reads, the probability of A given B, and that's our two conditions, is equal to A and B, the probability of A and B, right here, divided by the probability of B. So keep that in mind as we go through our lesson. Sometimes you'll be given a table with information in it. So let's look at an example using a two-way frequency table first, and then we'll compare it to the formula. Let's say that we're looking at a table of males and females, 9th through 12th grade, and we have some really small numbers here, but just for the example, the first thing you want to do is probably go through and find the totals, just in case you're going to need any of that information as you go through, and you probably will. So go through your table and find, like for instance, the total of 9th graders. I'll add these up. Total 10th graders, and just come down underneath and fill those out. You can continue to do that. Go over to the side of your rows if you're needing to find the total number of females here. I'll just add across here. Stick that out to the right. I think we have 33. And males. And then you'll also want to know how many total items are in your entire table, so you'll want to add those together as well. So 64 total people we're talking about here. So we'll remember those totals for our example. Let's say that we need to find the probability that a student is in 9th grade given that they are female. So there's that word given. So we have two options here. We do have a table with information in it, so we can use that table if possible to find our answer, or we can go back to the formula and calculate it that way. We're going to do both so you can see both. So I already know that this student is a female. Given that they're already a female, what's the probability that they're in 9th grade? So it's kind of like the males are just gone because it's already told me that I'm dealing with females. So 9th grade, I'm going to focus in here on the 9th grade column. I have 5 females. So the probability that I have 9th grader given that they are female is going to be 5 out of, remember we had 33 total females. So that gives me roughly 0.15 is the probability of that happening based on the information in our table. Alright, so let's try using the formula and make sure we come out with the same value. So the probability that the student was a female, or 9th grade given that they're already a female, you fill that in here to remember what we're talking about, is going to be equal to the probability of 9th grade and female divided by the probability that they're female. So let me write that out. Probability of 9th and female divided by probability of female. So here we go. So refer back to your table and recall that in the 9th grade column and female row we had 5 and we had 64 people total. So 9 and female, I've got to look at just that specific part, which was 5 out of my total 64. And then for probability of just female, remember I had 33 females out of 64 people. So here's my setup. I've got 5 over 64 divided by 33 over 64. So I'm going to calculate this out, each fraction, I guess one at a time. We'll do it that way. So we've got roughly 0.078 for that one divided by 0.516. And if you divide that out, luckily, we're going to come out with the same value that we had before. So that shows you that it works using the formula or the table. So this concludes our lesson on conditional probability.